Welcome in everybody to NXT Hell in a Cell. Glad to be here with you guys and glad to have some semblance of being able to talk again. As if you guys saw the streams over the last couple of days, we streamed some RXFL with you guys and we were getting over being sick and we're doing much better today. So, to throw it out there, that this might not be my normal commentary as far as the loudness and excitement goes, because I'm still kind of battling through everything. So keep that in mind as we go on through today's episode. This is NXT Hell in a Cell. We do all the NXT takeover events here, so a rare chance for you guys to jump in and look at the NXT superstars. The next opportunity for NXT superstars to come up to the main roster is going to be most likely right here. We don't have it on the calendar, but that would be the next episode of Main Event. And anytime we don't have an NXT takeover, we'll have a episode of Main Event, which is going to be an opportunity for NXT superstars to get a victory and move up to the main roster. So you see where we are on the calendar, first week here in October, and we already kicked off the show over at patreon.com/tbsports27. You can kind of see the results right there on the screen, but believe you me, you're going to want to go check out these two matches. Now, the match positioning, that's all made up by the game itself. We don't do any of the NXT card editing like we do with our WWE cards. That is how they give it to us. So it's an 8-match card with the first 2 matches taking place on the NXT Level Up kickoff show exclusively at patreon.com/tvsports27. The NXT Championship match, Samoa Joe and Timothy Thatcher inside Hell in a Cell, and the NXT Women's Championship match, Raquel Rodriguez and Carmella also inside Hell in a Cell. So we kicked off the card with the first 2 Hell in a Cell matches over at Patreon. So if you want to check it out, patreon.com/tbsports27. We're going to give our Patreon mega fan shout-outs right off the top of the stream here. And we apparently have lost, I believe, all of our championship matches. So we're going to edit this. This seems to be a weird glitch that has just come up again as of late, where they take matches that if you start the card and you save and exit and come back, it blows out all your championship matches, which is something 2K20 used to do, and then they patched it. Well, now it seems like it's back in 2K22. So, very strange. But we got a stack card. We're going to do a 2-part stream with you guys here to kick off the official card properly. And we're going to kick things off with Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma, who have been making waves and are possibly a lot of people talking about might be moving up to the main roster soon. Obviously, you guys know in WWE real life, they have made quite the splash on the main roster as the LWO, but in our world, still part of NXT here, but Santos Escobar will be defending the NXT North American Championship here against Kalisto. So real quick off the top, we want to give our Patreon mega fan shout out. Thank you guys. If you want to get your name read on the channel as a shout out, do consider signing up at the mega fan level over on Patreon. So a big thank you to Mr. Maple, to Justin Russell, Jonathan Harrigan, and Kay Duckman. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon subscribers and helping keep this channel alive and helping this channel out. We appreciate you guys. And, of course, Kay Duckman, who is an Ultra fan, is going to be looking to get his Denver Broncos stream coming up this upcoming weekend. Denver Broncos franchise, so be on the lookout for that here on Twitch. And it should be going up. We're quite ahead of schedule. We are streaming this one on May 15th, but we have uploads on YouTube all the way through June. So the Denver Broncos mega fan stream will probably go up on YouTube middle of June, and this episode will most likely be going up in early June on YouTube. But if you're tuning in live here on Twitch, then you're following along right with us. If you're watching on YouTube, you're going to get the videos coming up down the line is in a daily video format. which is how YouTube likes it. There's Escobar in the background for some ungodly reason. I got to skip the championship animation so we don't get hit with a copyright strike. North American Championship, Kalisto, who, you know, you get guys that, you know, they get released from WWE and you kind of just see them all over the place. Zack Ryder being one example. Brian Myers just being another example. Off the top of my head. Kalisto, since he's left WWE and maybe he's doing stuff down in Mexico, someone will have to fill me in, but I feel like I keep up with AAA, CMLL quite frequently. I mean, I don't watch every show, but I kind of keep up with what they're doing. I feel like I've seen Kalisto one time, and that was on AEW, since he's been released from WWE. So he's been quiet, almost like Ryback. I expected when Ryback got released, he was a big part of my WCW universe mode. I expected Ryback to get out there and just be this big name, and you don't hear anything from him except on Twitter. You know? So here we go. We kicked off the show on Patreon with 2 Hell in a Cell matches, and now we have our third. See, I'm getting this battery level message. You probably don't see it because the PS4 blocks it out. If my controller dies, I'm going to have to switch controllers. It's a slight bit concerning because I just charged up the controller all last night, and it's still saying low battery level. So I don't know. Look at that missile drop kick. Goodness me. I don't know if my controller's not holding a charge anymore or if it just didn't charge, but the thing was lit up yellow, so not sure. No Lucha House Party help. Both Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado. Do I sound congested? It was my mom told me I still sound congested, so so like I said, bear that in mind with these next with this episode, and we're gonna be doing 2 episodes here. We're gonna do 3 matches apiece here on NXT Hell in a Cell. So bear in mind if it's not my normal up to par commentary, but we're battling through the old congestion and all that fun stuff. So Kalisto Santos Escobar to the NXT North American Championship. Gut buster by Kalisto, and he's gonna hit the moonsault, springboard moonsault off the top. I've been getting through. Look at this 450 by Kalisto. He nails it. Referee in position. Escobar. He kicks out at 2. I've been getting caught up ever since the network and now Peacock came about. Kalisto again with the 450. Is this going to be a super quick match? I've been working my way through all the old WCW, basically all the old stuff. I mean, I'm watching Saturday Night and Raw and Heat and NXT and, of course, all the WCW stuff. So I'm almost done with 1998. I've binged it all, 95, 96, 97. I'm almost done with 98. So I just made it to the World War III pay-per-view in mid-November. Boy, the Cruiserweight division at that time, Billy Kidman, Juventud, Rey Mysterio, like some of the crazy matches they're having, like, Go out of your way if you have some time, if you have like an hour or two. The build up to, this is Nitro and Thunder, the build up to World War III. Watch the matches. There's a really good match on Thunder, I think about 2 weeks before World War III, between Rey Mysterio and Juventud Guerrera. And then there's a follow-up match on Nitro between Juventud and Billy Kidman, which is incredible. There was another match right after that on Thunder that I believe is Mysterio and Kidman, or Juventud and Mysterio. And then at World War III, Kidman and Juventud have a match that utilize all 3 rings. World War III, 1998. And Juventud and Kidman, I mean, go from ring to ring. And it's a match that you're not going to see anywhere else in pro wrestling because they don't do 3-ring shows anymore. 1998 was the last time there was a 3-ring show, unless there was some indie that did one that I'm not aware of. So if you want to see 2 guys utilizing 3 rings to its fullest, something that hasn't been done in 25 years, check out Kidman versus Juventud at World War III. An incredible matchup. And I know what's to come. It's been a while since I've seen this show. But I know that coming up at Starrcade, there's going to be a pretty incredible three-way match involving these same competitors, Rey Mysterio and Kidman and all those guys. So, good stuff happening in the Cruiserweight division in WCW that, I mean, for all of 1998, it was Chris Jericho holding it down. He finally would lose the championship at the end of the year. And since then, it's Kidman breaking away from the flock. Juventud, Ray, the LWO, the original LWO in the mix. So check that stuff out. Just a little sidebar here as Santos Escobar is going to drill Kalisto neck first into the canvas. And Kalisto, he kicks out at a count of 2. North American Championship on the line here at NXT Hell in a Cell. The main event of this episode, this is going to be a two-parter. It's going to be Toni Storm. She's going to go one. Oh, look at Kalisto. Oh, Kalisto cutting him down to size right there. The main event, Toni Storm versus Mickie James, which will be our third Hell in a Cell match of the evening. And then, of course, your main event for the NXT Championship is going to be Imperium and Breezango, the NXT Tag Team titles, inside Hell in a Cell, putting an end to that big rivalry. Hello to those of you joining us. We got a few more folks joining us for NXT Hell in a Cell. Kalisto sending Santos Escobar into the corner. You're just in time. This is the opening contest of the official show proper. Kalisto into the cover here, and Escobar powering out. First two Hell in a Cell matches. Samoa Joe versus Timothy Thatcher. And Raquel Rodriguez versus Carmella are up right now. Patreon.com/TV Sports 27. And Escobar need a little more. Boy, he landed right in front of Kalisto there. Threw that one a little short. And that set up Kalisto beautifully for the standing moonsault. My God, Kalisto dropping Escobar back of his head. This is going to go just on the first 2.5 matches alone. I mean, this is going to go down as maybe one of the greatest takeover cards in history, and that there's a lot of takeover history. That's tough. That's a tough thing to say when you say this is one of the greatest takeover cards in history. Now, Kalisto, I don't know about, okay, he's going to break the cover. I thought he was going to go for the count-out win, and Kalisto would not have won the North American Championship if that was the case here. Kalisto going at it alone. No Lucha House Party with him, but Legado del Fantasma is out in full force here. Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, and Joaquin Wilde. Collar elbow tie up here. Escobar. What a super kick. Beheading Kalisto, and now a cradle shock rather. And now Escobar, he may be looking for the count-out win. Oh, Joaquin Wilde now. That's not going to help his causes. Joaquin Wilde, I don't know if Escobar even realized it. Joaquin may have inadvertently screwed over Escobar, because now Kalisto is back on his feet. I'm not sure what Joaquin Wilde was thinking there. Oh, collision. Because that extra second, I mean, he just beat the count. And Selena Del Sol, Kalisto hits it. And we have a brand new NXT North American Champion. So Joaquin Wilde indirectly. And we're going to have to see if what are the end results going to be when Escobar has a chance to review the tape. Because I'm not sure what Joaquin Wilde was thinking. But Kalisto just barely beat the count. And it was that extra second of Kalisto being stood up where he is able to just slide into the ring. But Kalisto, formerly on the WWE main roster, hoping to make it back. Kalisto well on his way. Could be looking at an NXT promotion match coming up at Main Event. We'll have to see down the line. Now, up next, Cameron Grimes to the moon. He's going one-on-one with Mansoor here. And this has been a bitter rivalry that's gone on for quite some time in NXT. You guys can see all the results of the NXT show at the end of our Raw streams, but now we have the results of NXT at the end of our WWE Dark episodes of Monday Night Raw over on Patreon. So if you want to keep up with NXT, at the end of every episode of WWE Dark that takes place after Raw, you'll be able to check out those NXT results and kind of see who might be making it up to the main roster soon. And obviously in our real life, Mansoor is there, part of Maximum Male Models, and of course Cameron Grimes just got the call-up and got his first win in WWE this past week. He did it in record time, too. I'm expecting the intensity to be pretty high in this one, because it has been a rivalry. Oh, Luna is here, the official mascot of TV Sports 27. Can you say hello, Luna? Luna, can you say hello? Luna. Not going to say hello, that's alright. She'll come around. But she has already stepped out. Grimes and Mansoor here, and coming up next, our Part 1 main event. Tony Storm, Mickie James inside Hell in a Cell. And if you're watching on Twitch, we'll be back in just a couple of moments with the second part of NXT Hell in a Cell. If you're watching on YouTube, then be back at this same time tomorrow for Part 2 of NXT Hell in a Cell, for the main event on that half of the card. And we're going to look at the card as well. But the main event on that half of the card will be Breezango and Imperium for the NXT Tag Team Championships. But for right now, the calm before we step back inside of Hell. Or will there be calm with this rivalry here? These guys can almost, form a tag team. They kind of, similar look with the beard, the long hair. Could this be a case? Could this be a Cesaro-Sheamus situation where these guys have a big rivalry for quite some time, and then they get respect for each other and they form a tag team? That could be their ticket to getting into the main roster. Grimes, like biting the fingers there of Mansoor. Oh, he bounced off the ring post there. And Grimes, we're gonna get a double count out here. Grimes gets back in. And Grimes is gonna break up the count here. Oh, I thought he was going to go for that double moon stomp. Francois. Oh! Looks like Grimes is going to slip out of that one. Nice 4-hour shot rocking. You send him to the moon. You going to hell or you're going to the moon? Which one? As expected. Most of this is taking place. This one needed Hell in a Cell. These guys are going all over. Grimes again. Oh my God. Powerbomb on the arena floor here. The first ever NXT Hell in a Cell event. We did the swap this month. NXT getting Hell in a Cell. WWE getting Halloween Havoc. And there might just be another WCW pay-per-view coming up at the end of the year as well. At the end of our Universe Mode year. So stay tuned, guys. Submission here locked in. Grimes, though, very close to the ropes. He doesn't even realize it. I don't know. Is he going to reverse it? Oh. A little thumb to the eye right there. I watch these guys now. Of course, tonight, real life, as we are filming this, again, it is May 15th as we are streaming live on Twitch. What are you guys excited for on Monday Night Raw tonight? This is the second Monday Night Raw since the new draft rosters have taken place. And, you know, we got Backlash in the rearview mirror, and we're building up to Money in the Bank, right? That's the next big one over in England. Or no, that's not right. It's Night of Champions and then Money in the Bank. So we got Night of Champions. We're going to crown the World Heavyweight Champion. There's just a wild super kick that was missed. And then Money in the Bank up after that. And then we head to Detroit for SummerSlam. These premium live events just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, do they not? And Swa off the top, Cameron Grimes. A suplex into a Falcon Arrow. That would have put most normal men down. Cameron Grimes. He's not a normal man. Moonsault. Grimes steps out of the way. Should have gone for a pin off of that kind of cradled package drop there. Swanton bomb, you know. Cameron Grimes, he comes from the Carolinas. That must be a Carolina thing. You're in the Carolinas, yeah. Everyone knows how to do a swanton. Kick to the back of the calf there. Oh, up and over. Chops there from Francois. Back out to the floor. Both of these guys go. Into the post. Boy, how many times are these guys going to drop each other on the floor on the outside of the ring? Back elbow kicks. Hey, they're going to go. Francois going to go for it again. This time face first. And probably could get a count-out victory here. This is NXT count-out or deadline or whatever, the way they're going against the clock. Both these first two matches here. Back elbow from Grimes, drop kick. Catches Francois. Grimes, oh! Puts him down on the floor and now clearing the table. Counter by Francois. Tie up. Oh, Cameron Grimes cleared the table. He's going to be the victim here. We told you the intensity between these two. Sky high. And I'm not going to be able to give you my normal call getting over. Oh. And the exclamation point with the elbow drop following the moonsault. Wasn't so congested. I'd been giving you a Michael Cole call. We're pushing through. We're pushing through, though. And so is Mansois. My goodness, folks. Put him in the ring and get the victory. He wants to do more damage. This is a huge mistake. Boy, if Mansois comes up on the losing end of this one, he didn't put Cameron Grimes in the ring following that big maneuver. Oh, he swept the legs, I believe. Setting Cameron Grimes down. Off the top, tornado DDT. Nailed it. Beautifully executed there. Boot to the midsection. Grimes. This time into the cover. Only a 2 count. What a way to kick off NXT Hell in a Cell. 2 matches you've seen so far have been 5 stars. Imagine those 2 matches that are up at patreon.com/tvsports27. If this is the action you're getting right now on the main card, you had the NXT Championship and the NXT Women's Championship, both Hell in a Cell matches. Patreon.com/tvsports27 NXT. Level up. Cover by Mansois. Cameron Grimes. Kick it out. We're already at the 30-minute mark, folks, and we still got one more match to go. Oh, that might just do it. And that is going to do it. Mansois with the victory. Two highly intense matches, but you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to call a little audible. We were originally going to do a part 1 and a part 2. Well, these 2 matches took up 30 minutes, right? So for those of you watching on Twitch, we're going to be back in just a few moments. If you're watching on YouTube, we kicked off this show in a hell of a way. But we are going to continue. We're going to split this up into 3 parts. All right? We're going to do a 3-parter. I mean, typically when we do the WWE pay-per-views, they're in 4 parts. We're going to do 3 parts. And when we come back for part 2, for those of you on Twitch, it's going to be coming up right now. If for those of you on YouTube, Hell in a Cell will lower Mickie James, Toni Storm, inside Hell in a Cell, coming your way, same time tomorrow.